Do you know the most annoying question ever asked? It's not, what is the meaning of life, or why are you still single? It's that stupid icebreaker question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Use your brain. The answer is obviously none of them. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to save the city. I barely have the will to get out of my bed before noon, and you expect me to have the will to stop a meteor like Saitama? Hell nah! I want to pay off my student loans without selling a kidney and go to sleep. Well, personally, I kind of understand the obsession with superpowers, especially if you're a kid. I mean, the idea of having it seems pretty cool, but if you think about it with your adult developed mind for a good minute, it becomes less cool. I don't know about you, but I actually grew up watching Marvel and DC, seeing dudes in spandex flying around and thinking, man, I wish I could do that. And looking back now, no I don't, because in the movies, they ignore the laws of physics and basic social awkwardness. In reality though, having superpowers would be the most miserable, inconvenient, and frankly speaking, the most embarrassing experience of your life. You think you're gonna be the next Avenger. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but nah! So I've looked at the rosters of abilities people beg for, and I'm here to tell you that 90% of them are hot garbage. A 2-pack of ass. If a genie gave me these powers, I'm suing him. So here are the powers that will actually make your life a living nightmare. Super hearing. On paper this sounds great. You can hear secrets, you can hear danger coming. In reality though, you're going to hear your neighbor taking a massive dookie at 3 AM in 4K audio quality. Now, if you actually want to hear that, get out of here. Get away from here, you weird ass sociopathic creep of a human being. Those who want this superpower are underestimating how loud and disgusting the human world is. If I had super hearing, I would never know peace. I'd be trying to sleep and I'd hear the digestive tract of a rat from 3 blocks away. And the scariest part, I'd hear my parents discussing why my disappointment just because I didn't get an A. You'd walk into a crowded room and instantly have a seizure because you can hear 50 people chewing gum at the same time. If you pick super hearing, you aren't becoming Daredevil. You're becoming a mental patient. I rate this as 0 out of 10. I already got a headache dealing with regular stupidity. I don't need to hear it in surround sound. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. If you choose invisibility, I need to check your search history. I need to check your hard drive because there is only one reason a person wants to be invisible, and it's not to fight crime. You, sir, are a certified creep. You are on the list. But for the sake of this video, let's say you want to fight crime. In most lore, for you to be invisible, your clothes don't turn invisible with you, so you have to be butt naked. Imagine fighting a supervillain with your junk swinging in the wind. You're freezing cold, you're barefoot on the pavement, and hoping nobody throws a bag of flour on you. Also, science fact, if light passes through you so you can't be seen, it also passes through your eyes, which means you're blind. So now you're a naked blind man stumbling around a Wendy's parking lot. I rate you a certified out of 10. Oh, but I want to be like the Flash. No you don't. Do you know how many bugs are out there in the air? If you run at Mach 10 and a fly hits your face, that fly is hitting you with the force of a 50 caliber bullet. You're gonna arrive at the scene of the crime looking like SpongeBob. In the friction, your clothes would burn off instantly. So once again, we are back to the naked scenario. If you trip at super speed, you're becoming a human crayon on the asphalt. One wrong step and you are paste. Good out of 10. Mind reading. I actually think this is the worst one. This is for the people who with zero self-esteem who want to hurt their own feelings. You think you want to know what your crush is thinking? No, you don't, bro. You're gonna look into her mind and realize she thinks like you, like a thumb with a wig on. The human mind is a dark, weird place. If I could read minds, I'd lose my faith in humanity in 5 minutes. I'd be standing in line at the grocery store and hear the guy in front of you thinking about which toe he likes the best. I don't need that info. I barely want to know what I'm thinking about half the time. My thoughts are just a constant loop of SpongeBob quotes and crippling existential dread. If I had to hear your thoughts too, man, I'm walking into the ocean. I'm rating mind reading a negative 5 out of 10. Ignorance is bliss. Stay stupid, friends. The absolute worst power of all time. Immortality. I want to live forever. Why? Have you seen the rent prices? You want to pay bills for eternity? Immortality is a curse. Everyone you love dies, your dog dies, the sun explodes, the earth is destroyed, and there you are, floating in the empty void of space, freezing and suffocating, but unable to die for billions of years. Just you and your thoughts. Boy, I sure wish I had died back in 2024 when the gas was only $5. That sounds like hell. I can barely handle a Monday. You want me to handle infinity? Yeah, you miss me with that. I want to be 80 years old, sitting on a porch, and then just fade away like a Windows XP shutdown screen. That is a dream. So yeah, those powers I'm rejecting. The only power I actually want is the ability to spawn a chicken nugget in my hand whenever I'm hungry. That is practical, that is useful, that is the hero this city needs. Anyways, that's a video. If you have a superpower, keep it to yourself, you freak. Thank you for watching my first video. Also, I wrote a song, so yeah.
I don't wanna run fast, I just wanna sit here, sit on my couch. If I was invisible, I was some cheese. Please don't call cops on me, I'm begging on.